There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits, or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.
Welcome to the first developer insight of the week. All right, well, the first actual scheduled one. Yesterday we had one just to help those get set up. All right, had 120 people on the call, and today we only have 23 people on the call. All right, hopefully that means everyone has found that it's simple to get set up and utilize the software. That was the goal. So this call, for those who are new, is a call for beginners. First of all, that need help getting set up on any of the AiMM softwares. All right. So Arrow, Market Maker, or Red Light, Green Light. All right. As well, if you want to go over strategies, settings, just any questions. So first thing I do, as always, is ask the chat. If you are brand new, please drop in the chat. You're brand new and you need help getting set up. If you're not brand new, then we can just go over whatever you guys want to go over. All right, this is a Zoom call where no one can speak but me. So please don't raise your hand. Just go ahead and post messages in the chat. All right, I see your question here, so I'll get to that question, D, once we see if there's anybody else that needs help. All right. All right, brand new. All right, so you're brand new. Do you need help getting set up, or are you already set up? Clariston. Hope I pronounced your name properly. Are you already set up? All right, you need help setting. All right, what products do you have that you need help getting set up on? You would like to install a market maker trend. All right, of course. Are you in the USA or outside the USA? All right, you're in California. A. All right, great. So you have to use the MAV version. All right. Do you already have your software set up? Do you already have it selected? Do you already have your VPS? Have you purchased the software already? Has somebody help you get signed up? Okay, find me on, how did you get in the chat? Did somebody invite you to the chat? I just got the link. All right. Well, send me a DM at Nate Got the Bag. So I'll send you my DM, my name on Instagram. That way you can message me and I can get you set up. All right, get you set up with the software. I can't walk you through anything if you don't have the software. All right, so there it is. I just sent that to you directly. All right, Nicholas Perez, brand new, help understanding profit goals and protection for MMTEA. Nick, you're not new, man. You've been in the group, haven't you? Or are you a different Nick Perez? Because I know another Nick Perez that's already, I think he did about a week. Are you the same Nick Perez that DM me today that you did over 10% already? Yep, that's what I thought. All right, so we can go over that, man. We can go over that. All right, we'll go over that. So you want to understand profit goals and protection for MMT. All right. All right. So let's jump into it. Let me pull up the chart here. All right. Right now, I'm pretty sure these calls are going to be dominated by market maker trend EA. I'm again, if you already have been utilizing other softwares and you're good to go, we're not going to go over those. If nobody on this call needs help getting set up, then we go into more in-depth aspects. And those who are new, then we will slow it down to get those individuals set up if we need to. All right, that's the idea of this call. I have it every Monday and Thursday. Monday at 6 Eastern. All right, and then on Thursday at 3 Eastern. All right, so give me a second. Let me pull up my VPS, and we will go over. We'll go over the software. All right. All right, so we're here on the charts. Let me drop the EA on real quick so we can take a look to see the entries and whatnot for this broker. Boom, boom, boom. Got it set there. We're good. Oh, is this the math? Oh, it's the math. I don't want to go with math. I just want to put the regular one on so I can see it real quick. All right. There we go. Just throw this on real quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we're in there. Great. All right. So again, for those who don't know, let me see when everybody in. All right. So this is a demo account I was testing out last week. All right. Let's one click. Let me go through here and change the properties real quick. All right. Common. We need show dash line, show period separator, show grid. All right. Tracker. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let me change a few colors real quick, guys. Get this all set up. Boom. There we go. There we go. All right. Zoom out. Let's go find the new day. There it is, the new day right there. And so while we're on here, all right, while we're on here, let's go ahead and go over all the trades here. All right, go over all the trades. All right, so we can see here. All right, let's see here. We had no trades here. I'm just gonna go through and try to count all the trades here. All right, I'll go through and try to count all the trades and see how far they went. If they would have been closed out, hit take profit. All right, so you got a green diamond here. All right, for buy, and another green diamond right there for buy. All right. So that's two trades you'd have been in. All right. That's two trades. All right, let's measure those trades real quick. All right, this one's right there. It went as high as 390. And then reverse. So it would have been closed out. It would have been closed out. Actually, would have hit stop loss. All right, all good. And means this one would hit stop loss as well. It only went 300. And this one right here went 185. Again, you can close these trades out whenever you want. All three of those trades went over 150 pips. Two of them went over 300. One went 185. All right. This one right here went 208. All right. This one right here ran up 880. This one right here ran up 890. This one right here ran up 830. All right. All very good trades. All very good trades. Looking for the sales on the way back down. No sales. Got some buys here. Those look like they're lost. This broker like they had some terrible setups. Some of this broker, ain't trash. All right. But as you can see here, all right, it's all about managing your risk. All right, all about managing your risk. I can tell you here, on my end, I took this trade right here, took that buy, that one hit TP. I took this buy right here. Well, actually, this first one right here got stopped in profit. This one hit full TP, and then these two right here hit full TP. All right, 720, 720, 720. That's 2,000 pips in the last three trades. And then this one right here and this one right here hit stop loss and profit at 300. So you're talking about 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3. That's 2,100 pips. And these two hit 300 each. That's 2,700 pips for the last 5 trades. All right. If you're going to be bright marking on the chart, you will be removed from the chat. All right. Stop being childish, please. All right. So the question that was asked, all right, the question that was asked was help understanding profit goals and protection for market maker trend EA. All right. So again, the question was understanding profit goals and protection for market maker trend EA. So profit goals are based on you. All right. They're all based off you. You know, what do you want to do? What do you want to have? What is your goals? All right. So Nick, what is your goal based on your account size? What would you like to see every week? What percentage? Check the chat here. Let me add other people in the group. There we go. Check the chat. All right. So 10% daily. 10% daily. Oh man, golly. All right. So that's actually a feature that's going to come up in the future. All right. This software has shown that within a short amount of time. I can tell you right now, there's somebody in the soft launch group who's been running his software for, hold on real quick. He's got a My Facebook as well. I'll probably be showing it here real soon. Been running it for 2 weeks. Been running the software for 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Hold on real quick. April 26th. So 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And his My Facebook shows he's up 111%. 111% in 3 weeks. All right. Up 111% in 3 weeks. All right. So what does that break down to? There are 15 trading days. All right. 15 trading days in 3 weeks' time, 5 days a week. All right. So let's do some math on that. All right. 111. All right. Divided by 15. 15 days, 111% divided by 15 days is equivalent to about 7.4% a day. all right, on average. All right, so can you get 10% every day? It's unlikely. The market is going to move the way the market moves. You might have a day that's a losing day. You may have a day where you only get 3% because you don't get many trades. And then you might have some days where you get 20, 30% to make up for those smaller days. All right. So the goal is 10% a day. Well, right now, if you look at 10% a day, that's 5 trading days in a week, right? So you should be looking for 50% if that's what you want. If you want 10% a day, you want 50% a week. All right. So what you need to do is in the settings, you need to come here under inputs, and then you need to set weekly profit protector percentage at 50. If that's what you're looking for. All right. And then of course, whatever your downside is, you want that to be whatever the downside is. So if you're willing to risk 10% to make 50%, great. That means on a $1,000 account, you're willing to risk $100 to make $500. All right. And that's the way I would do it. Right now, there is no way to set the daily goal. Again, that would be a feature that we bring out at the, in a feature version where, you can actually set daily goals on top of your weekly goals. All right. So in the meantime, I would just set the weekly protector at 50%. All right. And then set this to whatever it is you want to risk. All right. Now, your other part of your question was protection for MMTA. Now, when you talk about protection, what type of protection are you talking about? I explained it. All right, great. The drawdown for the week. That's it. That is your profit protector. I mean, your equity protector. Equity protects your equity. All right. That's your stop loss for the week. That's your hard stop loss. Now, one thing I've seen people do that's caused them to get stopped that early, people put this like on 4%, right? And then they put their risk on aggressive. Well, aggressive is 3% per trade. So if you take more than one trade a day, let's say you lose 2 of them, then guess what? It's going to trigger that weekly protector. You have to keep in mind the risk level you're trying to put on versus what your weekly equity protector is. All right, you got to keep that in mind. All right, so let's kind of go through it. So if you have single entries, that means the EA will only take one trade at a time. It doesn't mean it's only going to take one trade a day. It means it's only going to take one trade at a time. And at one trade at a time, let's say it's at conservative. That means it's going to put on a lot size that is, if it hits stop loss, it'll be 1% of your account. So if you got a $1,000 account, all right, it's only going to risk 1%. 1% of 1,000 is what? It's $10. All right. 2%, 20. 3%, 30. All right. That's it. So you got to keep that in mind when you're putting these numbers on. You got to think of, now that you guys understand, that's why I told everybody, trade the software on a demo account so that you can understand and see exactly what the EA does, how it does, what it looks like. All right. Now, if you go into progressive trade entry type, that means you can have 1, 2, or 3 max trades open at any given time. It's capped at 3. You can't have any more than 3 on at any given time. But guess what? Somebody experienced this today. And we saw it on the chart here. If you're in 3 trades, buy trades, and the market turns around on you, you could have 3 hit stop loss. You could have 3 that get closed out before stop loss because of the non-hedging feature. All right. So you got to keep that in mind. 3 trades at 3% stop loss, that's 9% of your account. It used to be a lot more. It used to be 15%. But we made an executive decision to lower that risk to 9%. All right. So that we just lessen the risk, on everyone. All right. So keep that in mind when you're trading and you set up this weekly equity protector. Because guess what? Once this gets triggered, it will not trade for the rest of the week. All right. Outside of that, that's really the only thing that really changes the strategy is just the combination of your trade entry type and then your risk level. That's it. Outside of that, of course, what time of day to trade, days not to trade, things of that nature. But for the most part, your entry type and your risk setting is key to the results you get. All right. Someone passed a prop firm, passed phase one of a MyForex Funds prop firm last night. They had their settings set to single entry and moderate. That's it. Single entry and moderate. I would set the weekly equity protector to 4%. That way, if you lose 2 trades in a row, all right, that's 4%. You're done for the day or you're done for the week. Because guess what? All right, you cannot lose more than 5% in the day on these prop firms. All right. But this was the settings this individual used to pass a MyForex prop firm challenge. Because guess what? You only need 8% to pass. Well, guess what? Because the risk to reward ratio is 1 to 1.53, if you're risking 2%, then if you hit full TP is going to be what? 1.53 times 2, which is what? 3.06 over 3%. So all you need to do is hit full TP 3 times and you're over 9%. And it's a win. All right. Even if you hit stop loss and profit at 300 pips. All right. When it profit locks, 300 pips. 300 pips times 2% risk is still 1.5% gain. All right. So it doesn't take much to add up to get to your goal. All right. It doesn't take much. You got to be rational and understand what you're doing. All right. Now, someone said they changed brokers. All right, D, you say you trained brokers and now EA will not stay on chart. All right, what broker are you using? What broker are you using? FX Sway. All right, FX Sway. That's what I'm on right now. And it won't stay on the chart. So what exactly are you doing? You're adding to the chart? Are you, first of all, D, are you in the US or are you outside the US? You're US, so using MAV, all right, using the MAV version. All right, and so when you load the MAV version on the chart, what is happening? You say it won't stay on the chart. What's happening? I have an idea. And I'll show you real quick. Is this what you're doing here? So let me go back to the MAV. All right, so mine stays there, but guess what? All right, let's do this here. One click. Sorry, turn that off. Let's remove this here. All right, so if I add the MAV version on, all right, go to my settings, I set everything up, yada, 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 and I hit OK. All right, you see it pops up, but you don't see anything here, and you see, look, it just went away. Is that what's happening to you? This info panel doesn't pop up, and then the market maker trend EA sign disappears? Yep, it keeps getting removed. All right, great. Do you ever see the info panel right here? The blue info panel, or does it just say market maker trend EA in the top right hand corner? No? All right, great. So I just did the exact same thing that I believe you're doing. So when you add the EA to the chart, all right, you have to, again, first of all, if it's not sticking, the first thing you need to do is you can go to your experts tab and find out. All right. And you see here, DLL is not allowed, blah, 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 remove, loaded successfully removed. That right there is the answer. DLL is not allowed. So if you see that on there, what you're doing, and what I believe you're doing, is that when you load up bring on the settings here, in common, you got to make sure all 4 of these are check marked. Allow DLL imports needs to be checked. All right. Then when you drop it, everything pops up. Try doing that. Try doing that and see if that works for you. All right, try that out and then let us know if that works. If that works for you, then great. All right, anybody else? Anybody else new that has joined or has any questions? Also, how do we set up mobile notifications? All right. So I'll go over this in the videos. Remember, make sure you watch those videos. All your questions you guys are asking are in the videos. All right, options. All right, first thing you want to do is you want to go to tools. Well, first of all, it's already set to default in the settings right here. True and true for mobile alerts. All right, and alerts on the terminal. All right, to receive your mobile alerts, you have to go to tools, options, notifications, enable push notifications, delete out if there's an old ID number there. Then you inside your actual your mobile phone, your actual mobile app on your phone, you need to go to settings and then chat and messages. And at the very bottom of chat and messages, you will have your MetaQuotes ID number. All right, it's gonna be 7 digits, combination of numbers and letters. Type that in here exactly. Hit the test button to receive the test signal. All right, it'll send you a test signal and say test to your phone, and then you're good to go. All right, then you got to make sure that on your phone, you go to notifications and you have your notifications turned on for the app. All right, got to have those turned on for the app. And that's it. All right. Will the live have better results than this demo? I'm not really sure what you mean. Will the live have better results than the demo? Results are results. Are you talking about my demo or are you talking about your demo? My demo that I'm showing here only ran for like half a day. So, but my live account and my other demo accounts that I ran starting this week, they're all up anywhere from 5 to 12%. So don't worry about my demo. Go ahead and make sure you run it on your demo to make sure it runs first on the broker you're going to use, and then go live. Because every broker is created differently. All right. Every broker is created differently. Every broker uses a different liquidity provider, and each liquidity provider uses a different price. All right. So that's why, different brokers vary. And the EA, just like any other EA, just like any indicator, it will only react based on price. All right. I don't know about Henko Trade. I've heard of the broker, but I don't know anything about them. So I can't really tell you. All right. Is there a way to protect daily equity if we are using a prop firm? We just went over daily equity. All right. I'm not going to talk about prop firms. Prop firms, again, there are customized settings on here. So you can customize the risk. All right. If you want to use lower risk per trade. But again, I do not recommend using the software for prop firms until I put the optimized settings in there. So with that being said, I will not answer any more questions about prop firms. I'm just not going to do it. I've been saying that already. I've been saying that since yesterday. The only thing I will tell you is I would recommend you use custom conservative risk settings. All right. Anywhere between 0.4 to 0.6%. All right. That's what I would do. Again, I don't recommend it. I'm sorry, I don't recommend anything. That's what I would do. I would turn my equity protector to 4%. That's it. There's other things you can do depending on what the prop firm you're using. But that's what I can give you guidance on. All right. That's it. Outside of that, I wouldn't use it for prop firm because these are not there is not any settings that are programmed into prop firms. So Again, I won't be answering any questions about prop firms. Please don't ask about it because I won't be answering any questions. All right. And again, I don't want to be mean, but again, the optimized settings are not in the system. All right. You guys got to understand, yeah, you can pass the prop firm challenge in one day. Some people have already done it. But guess what? You got to pass phase 1 and phase 2. Oh, and by the way, you have to also start making withdrawals. Are we sure that the settings everybody's putting in can do that consistently? We don't know. All right. That's why I need to continue to test on multiple platforms and find out what the optimal setting is. All right. Whether it be a different setting for each different prop firm, or it's the same setting that I can use all the way across. All right. Until that is found, there's nothing for me to talk about. And therefore, I don't approve anything. So it's up to you. It is up to you. Trade at your own risk. All right. And take accountability for your actions. If you pass, take accountability for it. Pat yourself on the back. If you fail, hey, go cry in the car. Take accountability for yourself. That's on you. I cannot take accountability for that when I've been recommending you don't use it on a prop firm. All right. Yes, go cry in the car. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything? You guys kind of quiet. Nothing special, guys. Settings are settings. Settings are easy. All right. There's not much. The only difference you can really have is, the level of risk you're taking per trade, and if you're taking one trade at a time or up to 3 trades per time at a time. Both strategies we've run a multitude of times, and man, they're profitable both ways. All right. So outside of that, you can't break the strategy. Everything's built in. All right. So you take less risk, you take more risk. That's really what it comes down to. That's it. All right. Anybody else got anything? Anybody have any questions, comments, questions, concerns? Anybody have any issues today? I see a lot of profits being reported. I've seen 1%, 2%, 5%, 7%, 10%, 15%, 17%, all in one day. Great percentage. I've been seeing a lot of percentages today. All right, a lot of great percentages. All right, Ryan said he made 5%. Great. Ryan made 5%. Good stuff. I know Nick in here. He did 12%. Wanda did 8%. Hans did 10.8. Great day in the market today. Guess what? Don't give it back. Set yourself a goal and stick to it. I can tell you my goal for my account is 20%. It's 20% of stops. I risk 10 for 20. 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. All right. One of my buys was blocked by a broker is busy earlier today. Thoughts? Broker is busy. That means the broker, it's on a broker side. So usually it's a connection issue, with the servers. That's typically what it means is the servers are busy. And there's too much traffic, servers overloaded, they're doing maintenance, whatever the case may be, just there was no connection between the broker, and your MT4. All right. You start to see that too often, you might want to question, the broker you're actually, spending time on. All right. What broker was that, David? What broker was that? Oh, yeah, those guys. I'm not allowed to recommend brokers publicly, but I would say that's not one that if I could recommend brokers, I wouldn't recommend that one. I'm just going to say that right now. So I'm not allowed to recommend any, but I will say that if I was allowed to recommend that broker, I would not. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, DM me. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. Again, I just say that sure, message me. That's one that I just know about from the stance of, again, I use that broker specifically. Actually, I have them right here. I use them. I think I had $1 million. No, I had $5,000 account going. I had $1 million account last week or 2 weeks ago with them. But yeah, I use them myself. So I know and saw how they traded personally with the software. And again, not every broker is created equal, guys. So that's why I say demo trade. Demo trade until you find that broker that you like, that's giving you the consistent results you like, and they continue to use them. All right. Demo until you find the right broker that works with the software. And again, if you want to, kind of cut your ties and figure out which one does, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Hans. You can reach out to any of the educators. Or what I'd recommend you do is you reach out to your upline, whoever brought you into AP, that helped you signed up, and ask them. If they don't have any, then come to the educators. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. All right. Not a lot of people on the call. Like we have about 28 people. All right. Anyone else has any other questions? I don't want to hold you guys if no one already had any questions. What are your thoughts on release then for red light, green light EA? I don't have any thoughts on it. The goal is within next 2-3 weeks. All right. My goal is, hey, enjoy what we already have out. Everybody's always looking to the next thing. Enjoy what's already out. What's out is more than enough. I mean, people are doing 5, 10, 17% a day. Like, if you can't be happy with that, I don't really know what to say. But 2 to 3 weeks is what I'm looking at. Can I repeat risk settings? What about the risk settings? It's the same thing in the video. I didn't go over anything new. So what about risk settings do you want to go over? Nothing new, all good. Yeah, there's nothing new. If you were on my call yesterday, I talked about this here, the custom conservative risk. All right. So if you want to use the standard risk settings, conservative, moderate, aggressive, make sure that custom conservative risk is on none, and then select conservative, moderate, aggressive. If you want to use the custom conservative risk, select custom conservative risk, and then come down here and select what you want to utilize. Custom conservative risk allows for you to use less than 1% risk. All right. This is mainly for larger accounts, those who have the 6-figure and 7-figure accounts. All right. And it so happens that some people can use these on prop firms. All right. So that is what I tell you. All right. These are for larger accounts. All right. I've got a calculator built. I'm going to put it on a Google sheet and share it to everybody. And the Google sheet will actually, I'm gonna make a video for this on how to use it, but the calculator allows you to understand what account size you have to be able to use these. It's wild, but it's the way the brokers have it set up. You have to have a certain amount of capital in the market to lower your risk. All right, which is crazy, but that's just the way the brokers work out. All right, based on the way they set everything up from a standpoint of the way they calculate how expensive and non-expensive each pair is. All right. As you guys know, every pair is not created equal. If you catch 20 pips on GJ, or 20 pips on GU, or 20 pips on USD JPY, or 20 pips on US 30, they all pay out differently. All right, they all pay out differently. Lot sizes are treated differently. All right. You count pips differently, and they pay out differently. 20 pips payout on GJ is not the same thing as 20 pips payout on CHF AUD. All right. I'm sorry, AUD I'm sorry. They're not the same. They don't pay the same. GJ pays more. So 20 pips is not equal. All right. They're all different. All right. So the calculator will come out to explain to you what account size you need. All right. Or you can just type in your account size and it'll tell you, what risk you can actually select. All right. Otherwise, it's going to give you error. And when the error comes up, it's going to let you know that you need a certain amount of money for that kind of account. All right. Do we need 25 to trade mini? So to trade DAX, you need $2,500. If you just want to trade regular DAX, you need $2,500 or more. Anything under $2,500, you need to go use DAX Mini. Yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem. Anybody else with any questions? Can we get a pip counter on MMTEA? I don't know. We'll look. I'll add it to the list of things we might add. I don't know. I mean, you can add. I don't know if it's even needed really, but can you use funded account? You can do whatever you want. I don't recommend it, like I've been telling everybody. So, but you can do whatever you want. Everybody wants to jump the gun and go straight to funded accounts. So that's fine. You want to go there? Go ahead. I don't recommend it. We haven't launched US 30 out, so no question about that. No answers on that. All right. Not going to answer future questions, guys. We're going to stick with what we have. You guys need to learn to enjoy what's out there right now. Everybody always wants the next best thing. All right. Learn to love what you already have. It's giving out 10, 15, 17%. I just showed you. You guys will see it. I have a MyFX book. Someone's up 111% in 3 weeks. 111% in 3 weeks. Learn to love what you already have. That's just my thoughts on it. Can we add the indicator to the chart with EA? No, you can't. You cannot have two EAs on the same chart at the same time. And MetaTrader 4 just won't let you. What about a 1K account? I'm not really sure what you mean by 1K account. Mr. Elon. Yes, you can use 1K account. I recommend it on DAX Mini. Find a broker that has DAX Mini. All right. Please make sure you watch the setup videos. They are pinned to the Market Maker Trend chat. They'll walk you through everything that you need to. All right. Answer all your questions. But yes, you can use a $1,000 account. The smallest account you can use is $100. 100 US dollars. All right. We got 10 minutes left on the call. All right. Taking last questions. and then we'll call it quits. All right. For the most part, you know, so some people don't, some folks not knowing when their brokers start trading DAX. Can you show them? So, all right, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. EST. So if you don't know what time that is, just go into your in google.com and type in what is my time in Eastern Standard Time, and then you'll find out, you know, just how far you are away from that. So I can tell you right now, in an hour and 10 minutes, 1 hour and 10 minutes from now is when the market opens back up for trading. In 1 hour and 10 minutes from now, that'll be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right. All right, guys, with that set. All right. If you guys are going to trade, make sure you trade responsibly. And I'll see you guys in the funny papers.
There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading Forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.